closer. Chat overlay. Oh. Here. And let's check the sound. Yep, good there. Alrighty. I think we got ourselves a stream. Okay. Remove that. Well, that cam is kind of close, so it seems, but unfortunately it's not close enough for everyone to see. So there we go. Just a tad, so the lighting's a little better. Alright. Let's see, chat. Gameplay. Alright, we're in business. Start the game. And beautiful. What's up, everyone? This is Ghost Crow coming back after a long wait. Yeah, it's been another hot minute. Had to get things rolling again. But I'm back. So basically today is about promoting the game and my way of doing things. If you don't have a lot of time, there's a way around certain objectives, is a way of putting it. So let me give a quick overview. So what PSO2 is basically known as Phantasy Star Online 2. Basically it's an MMORPG. It's been out for a while. So just a heads up, if you're not into old games, this is kind of an old game, but it's been updated constantly, and I personally enjoy it. I personally love it. There are many other people who also really seem to enjoy it. Now, when first starting off, there's a million things to know. There's a million things to do. And time flies when you're having fun, right? So it's kind of hard to know what to do. It's kind of, even with tutorials and the wonderful storyline, which a lot of people may not like, it's very, very, very long. Even when you cut the cutscenes and everything, it's still very. But I truly enjoyed it. I haven't finished it yet, but you get different choices, so it's like you're kind of in the driver's seat, so to speak, first person. You get to, it's kind of like this cyberpunk theory where you're the driver, so to speak. So what choices you make affect the storyline, and I love things like that. Personally, it makes things a little more realistic, but also, yes, it's still a fantasy game, so give or take if you like those features. Back to the things that I wish I knew, but nobody ever taught me, and I discovered this game on my own. Never played any of the other series either. I just started this one. But over here, this lady right here, she has world quests. She has pretty much the weeklies, all these quests to do for the week that will level you up. The ones with the crown on them, those are the weekly quest. These other ones, these are daily, so get those done. That will level you up really fast. Other things that you should know, especially starting off in the game, this guy. A lot of people talk about him, but not many people know about him in terms of being a new player. Hey, Henkid, what's up? Yeah, it's a very colorful game. Wonderful to see you back. Thank you. This person is known as Elfin. He's quite interesting to say, eccentric, I guess. I don't know how to really put his personality. He's very, yeah, he's pretty eccentric. He's very outgoing, but he's very timid. He's outgoing, but he's timid, so that's an interesting combination. But this guy right here is where you should really start off the game when learning things. He will teach you about the game. As you can see, I haven't finished one quest of his, but he will teach you through the game. This is where you go for your titles. So if you do a certain amount of missions, if you let's say do some events, this is where you go, earn some titles. As you can see, I have, well, let me just let's just say I have a lot of titles. Yeah, I've been busy. Also, the tricks that I'm going to talk about later are going to really help in your gameplay, especially if you're limited on time. Because I know people are working, back to working, and just as much as I value everyone else's time, I want to make sure that they're, getting the experience that they want out of the game, but also, how do I put it, enjoying it, but with the limited time they may or may not have. I mean, it all depends on your schedule, but there's always ways of working around things. And if there is also a new kind of, how do I put it, sort of an update, not exactly an expansion, I guess, but they're really updating everything. There is no release date yet, but they're going to be doing graphics. They're going to be doing open world. Even though this is an old game, they're updating everything. So even when it comes to affixes, aka modifying your gear so you can do in-game and all those things, it was very complicated. I had to go through hours of trying to understand every little concept, but I did pretty well, and my damage is quite high, so it's give or take. How much time can you invest, and how much do you want to invest in the game? There is also paid subscription, so to speak. There is also, you can buy items off there. There is microtransactions, is what I'm trying to say. But at the same time, it's not pay to win. The microtransactions are usually cosmetics. You get things like star gems, and yes, you can buy certain things that will enhance your character, but at the same time, it's not going to make you completely overpowered over everyone else. It depends on how much work, how much time you put into the game. What you put in is what you get out. Hey, just like a YouTuber. So this is something I enjoy, and I've invested a lot of my time into it, even though I haven't played it that long. I played it about roughly 3 weeks, and I've just played a lot of MMORPGs. You may remember Dragon Raja, and that was a Dragon Raja Online. That's a really old school game. So, Treadhead Pete, welcome, welcome. So, and Crusher Play Z94, thank you for coming. Yeah, it's been a while. It's good to be back though, and I'm glad to have my laptop next to me so I can see chat and everything. It's wonderful. So thank you for all showing up. Truly appreciate it. So this game is, I think everyone should at least try it. Yeah, there's new material coming out, and it is very time consuming if you don't know what you're doing. But me personally, I would love to help you out. I would love to give you as much information for you to try it, or your sons or your daughters, whoever's a gamer, whole family. I'm willing to help them all out. I will be live streaming a lot more. Going to try to get back into a routine, a schedule. So we shall see how that all fits together, but I think it's going to go very well. Also, I've been working very hard on, just managing everything so it just flows. The stream flows, so to speak. I can move my camera. You can get dizzy from my mouse sensitivity, and there's no major lag issues. See, just like that. So upgraded my internet. Okay, so I need to do a daily boost there. But back to this game. You do have your storage. You have crazy amount of storage, as I can show you. I always fill up my storage. Yeah, let's just say I have a lot of special weapons. I've had to toss a lot too, because I kind of figured out how to be really strong in the game without even being in game. So in game being, fighting the last bosses for the best gear in the game. I don't have that, but that's okay because I do quite well for myself. And then yeah, it's just a lot of inventory is just all filled up with stuff. So you can see all the stars on the side. There's a lot of stuff to look through. And I say stuff because I'm referring to my gear and the things that I pick up, and not speaking out of my bottom, so to speak. So with that all said, there is this lady right here who is very important because she gives you your quests, where to go, and then there's tips for new players as well. Yes, I got them from other YouTubers, so please don't quote me on any of this stuff because I had to learn through other YouTubers. I didn't talk to them personally, but I watched some videos and then try to put things to making sense to me, which was a little on the tricky side, especially with making my gear. But at the end of the day, DIY, do it yourself. So I was all for it. I learned how to do it, and yeah. So anyone starting off, this is a promotion by the devs themselves, aka the GMs, however you want to put it, this developing team. If you do these quests with the little boxes, it's going to take, I think, 3 days, 2 days, 2 days or 3 days at most. If you do all those quests, you can earn one of the best weapons in the game for whatever class you want to play. So where people are like, oh, I don't want to just start fresh. Well, guess what? You're already starting off with some of the best items in the game. You just have to do these boxes daily, which is really 2 or 3 days, which is really nothing. And as you can see, all you have to do is be level 18, 29, 20. It's very easy to level once you get going, but at the beginning it can be a little tricky. The best thing to do is not grind monsters or creatures or whatever. The best thing to do is do the quest in order to level up faster. By grinding, it can take a while. Unless you can wipe out massive amounts in seconds, it's not worth your time. Yeah, it's... Oh, that's the other thing. Thank you for reminding me, Crush Your Play. It's a free-to-play game. So anything that a person who does pay for a subscription, so-called subscription, or kind of an upgrade to the game, I forget what exactly they call it. It's not platinum, but basically it's paying a monthly, or is it a month fee? It's either weekly or monthly. I apologize, but it's like $15. And I understand that can be a little steep for people, and I have no judgment. It's whatever you want to, whatever you can afford or want to put into the game. Again, know that there is new content coming out. There is no release date yet, but there is new content. So if you want to wait till the new content comes out, because let me just give you a heads up, the reason the developers of, aka Sega, surprisingly, which is absolutely amazing because I used to play Sega when I was a kid, they are pretty much, you keep your cosmetics, but everything in your inventory, your weapons, your OP-ness, so to speak, goes down the tube. Use it to get really cool costumes, really cool cosmetics for your weapons, for your character. Everything else is deleted, gone. It's worthless. When the new content comes out, everyone starts pretty much fresh. They start from level 0 and work their way right back up, because if you were somebody really OP in this game in the past, or now, you're going to be potatoes when you hit the new game, or the new, I'm going to call it an expansion. They don't claim it's an expansion, but I'm going to call it the new, it's called the new Genesis. So just be aware of that. Everything that you put into this game right now, unless it's Meseta related, which is your currency, game currency, is going to be absolutely worthless. So spend all your Meseta as fast as possible in getting all the cosmetics you want, and have fun with the game and enjoy it for what it is right now, and then enjoy it for what it will be in the future, because again, everything is getting upgraded. And I really like the fact that everyone starts from back to 0. Yeah, I got strong, yada yada, can't, doesn't mean I can't do it again. At the same time, it gives all the new players a chance to really emerge themselves and feel that they're equal with the rest of all of us, the stronger players. I think it's a wonderful thing to intermingle. Even the people who kind of like go hermit and want to be like the strongest, that's cool and all, but sorry, you're losing all your stuff at the beginning. So I mean, hey, use your OP bow to, fight a level 2 monster and it whoop your butt, because it's, got stronger stats than your bow now. So, I don't know, but either way, it really, I think it would be a wonderful way to bring back the community and bring back players that have left for so long. I can't wait. New content, new weapons, new armor, new environments. That's another thing I really love, is the environment. You fight in space. You fight in the water, you fight. I mean, there's so many different types of environments, and I don't like, in my personal opinion, I don't like flying around everywhere and just skipping all the content. I enjoy different sceneries. I enjoy taking in landscapes in real life and in video games, fantasy world that you will never see in real life. You really get to, it's like reading a book for some. It opens new doors, new ideas. Creators of wonderful content then can expand off it. So, is it stealing? I personally don't think it's stealing. It's borrowing ideas. In certain aspects, when it comes to just making money, then I think, okay, well, now do they really care about the player base and all that kind of jazz? The people pretty much playing it. I gotta say, the devs in this are on point. I've had a couple of issues and they snapped right to it, and they were absolutely wonderful. The biggest thing is, I'm not here to lecture and give full out advice, but just be kind to people, because in return most likely they'll be kind to you. I've never had an issue, so regardless of what you read on the forums, take it as is. Yes, Treadhead Pete. Yep, the cosmetics they're beautiful. There's a lot of cosmetics. As you can see, this is my character. I have other costumes, and the other thing is you can take screenshots. So if I can also remove my UI, all that stuff down there and up there, and I can literally just get a really nice solid picture of my character or the scenery in the background. You'll see it in some of the, I'll call it's screenshots, but I'm going to use it as clip art for some of my stuff. However, I am learning to do clip art as well. I've really invested a lot of time, yes, into playing games, but also wanting to promote a wonderful stream and really get more integrated and knowledgeable about streaming. And there's an event. Basically, this is like a world boss kind of thing. So you'll get to see me fight if I figure out what the heck I just did. I think I'm still in the cameras because I'm looking for it. There we go. Alright. So I guess you'll get to see firsthand me play, which I did promise. I kind of go all buffed out here, so if anybody wants to pick up some tips from me, feel free. I'm here to help. So I'm going to, and see that, hang on, you can't see it because I haven't changed the title, but I'm in a clan or a guild or whatever you want to call it, and here's my little tree, and I'm gonna go with an XP boost. But it's funny because I'm the only one in my clan. I created a clan and I'm the only one in it, and I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine with it, and I just went the wrong way. Awesome. So yeah, quickly, scenery. But it gets better than that. I mean, that's nice. But when you're actually, you can go Dark Falls. Okay, so we're gonna head towards, why did I hop back into Alliance? Multitasking. Hard, apparently. Okay, so let's go to the gate area. Yeah, the game is a lot of fun. Again, just remember, it may seem like a lot at first, but just take your time. You don't have to do everything at once. You don't have to know everything at once. Nobody's gonna judge you. Everyone just kind of works together, has fun, and life. Okay, so the event's gonna happen soon. Until then. Oh yeah, you get these things called mags. They start off as little robotic things, but you can evolve them into like different... I mean, that right there is a boss, but he's mini. He's a little mini boss now because I got him as a pet. Let's see. Okay, so my weapon that I made, well, I didn't fully make it. I did the event thing and got the weapon for free, but in terms of the abilities on it, all that, you can see all the stats if you want. All that stuff I put on except for the augment. Where is it? Nope. That's okay. There it is. That one. That one I did not put on. That one came with. I could have removed it, but why would I do that? That's insane. But as you can see, that's 75 range power. So yeah. There are certain things that you can mess up in the game, and just a heads up, it is imperative that you know this, because trying to get a second chance to repair it, they don't give these things out unless it's a whole new event, probably a couple months later. That's your stats. If you mess up on your stats when you go to, say you want to learn a class and you're doing certain abilities, but you accidentally chose the wrong ability, you can't go back, unfortunately. So, I mean, that's the only downfall. It's kind of, that one's a little rough on the edges, but other than that, just read carefully. Like, that's the biggest thing. When you're doing your stats, just read very carefully. If you need advice or help, there's YouTube, there's Google, and then there's me. I know how to build certain characters. I know what certain characters need. And like I said, I've done a lot of research. So yeah, that's... Yeah. I saw your tank gameplay. It was amazing, Treadhead Pete. Really enjoyed watching. That game is, it's interesting. I may check it out at some point. I have a friend who really likes it. Osiris, aka, what was his? I Don't Knife, taking the old name I used to use. Yep. My gamer friend. We're still in contact. We still chill and talk. We used to play Overwatch a lot together, but life gets busy, so no problem there. But we definitely still stay in contact. Dreadhead, you're really good. I couldn't do half the stuff you do. I'm also a very fast-paced kind of person, so it's very hard for me to... You see my mouse sensitivity. Sorry to drive you all crazy, but that's my mouse sensitivity for you. And that's literally me just circling my mouse, as you can see. I'm barely moving. Okay, I'll move my hand just slight. Oh, the cam's over there. Well, that was a complete fail. Okay. Slight movement. and back. That's actually slow for me. When I'm playing an actual first-person shooter, I almost play with the 3000 DPI. So that's, yeah, most people can't watch me play first-person shooters because they get dizzy. I can tell you one thing, my brother does. Come on, where is this? Okay, so another helpful hint that people may or may not know. Up on this board right here, it says the emergency. So it gives an indication of what kind of type of emergency. You may recognize it. After you run a few, you'll recognize what you're about to do. And this one, I think it's one of the new ones to me. I'm not sure. It's definitely a new one to me, but I don't know if I ever ran it or not. If it is the one with the, you start off on like out in Antarctica looking stuff, then I absolutely love this one. But at the same time, when the ship flies away, it's really annoying. But this one is, huh. So, yeah, yup. Yeah, a lot of MMOs or MMORPGs is just straight up grinding. This game, it's a lot of grinding in the sense of quests, but at the same time, there's so much different content and so many things to do. You can get bored if you're just wiping out everything all at once, and sorry to say, but that's kind of what I was doing. So it was getting a little tedious. But then I discovered, different weapons. Spent my time learning to augment things. Oh, and that's the other thing, is different abilities. Every weapon has different abilities. See, bows, and you got spellcasters, and then depending, you can even cross class, which means you can have two classes in one. Or if you don't want to cross class, then you can turn pretty much whatever character you have into some kind of how do I put it, superhero powered character, I guess. So everything has pros and cons. If you do cross class, you get the abilities of both classes. You can equip their weapons and things like that, but it does limit you in other ways, which are called Photon Arts, and you can't use the majority of them. And that's what I just showed you right there, was the Photon Arts. Now, if I didn't cross class, I could heal myself, I could do all this other stuff, but the way I build my character, he's pretty tanky, so, and my gear really helps with that. Another thing is, while we're waiting forever, oh yeah, back to cosmetics here. So you have different emojis, or as I pronounce it, emojis. I don't know, I just thought it was funny. My friends love when I say emojis instead of emojis, so you get, that's the other thing, the amount of transformations in this game are absolutely insane. Okay, so not only do you have your character, you can turn into other characters, aka known as Dark Blast. So you become some demonic creature. Okay, there it is. On the right side, you will see. I'm going to bring it down just in case my cam's blocking. So there's that creature. Luther form, which you are literally flying around and shooting projectiles like you're a jet, which was kind of strange but interesting. she can turn it. She has like two different forms. One's a bee and the other's a scorpion. So you get many abilities. This is Gemini form is hilarious to me. You become these like twin like evil creatures that have like a kid like mentality, but it's like kind of the horror theme of come play with me. And then all of a sudden, well, this guy brings out a Gatling. Both of them turn into like a Gatling gun, or they bring out a big hammer like Harley Quinn and just start smashing everything to bits. It's actually pretty funny. I personally love it. You also get another pet after your Photon character becomes stronger. I summon this ginormous like fish that just shoots a straight out beam of light and it just obliterates stuff. I love it. Yeah. This definitely has it. This is you can get this bow too. Just do 2 days worth of dailies. Just one day and then the next. You can't do them unfortunately all at once. But, I mean, 2 days worth of dailies. It's not that bad. And it's, at the max, 8 dailies total. So, the thing that does get a little tricky is where to go for the quest. So, say, oh yeah, and each one of these areas also have a difficulty. Not only that, you have expedition, so here's all the areas. Well, a lot of them. Remember, they all have difficulties. You have your bonus quests on top of all that. You get keys for those. You have your event quests. And then you exit out. You have your storyline quests that reward you. You have your arc quests, which are pretty much your dailies again. Buster quest, that's other things. I'd never done it, but I was thinking about it. You also have PvP in this game. You have your time, endless quest. So yeah, it's just, look at this. It's just endless content. Wish I discovered this sooner before the... Exactly. Whatever you prefer.
Emergency alert. An armed ship is under assault from dark vaults.
Okay.
Arms ops. Report to the quest counter ASAP.
Alright.
Rescue the vessel.
I guess we're rescuing a vessel? Here we go. I should have done my daily there, but that's alright. We can do it later. So you are gonna get to see me play. Oh yeah, you gotta feed your pet too. Oh, here's a trick for everyone if you didn't know. Once you get your pet to max level, in order to keep just raising it without having to spend a bunch of items into it, there you go. Simple. See? Just raised. No matter what item you use that it can eat, it's going to be the same amount of XP for every single time. So you wasting all your items that you could either be vendoring for cash or whatnot, just use your health potions that you buy real cheap. Look at that. I've almost maxed them out again. Or rather, fed him well. Your pet will fight with you as long as you feed him. Or sometimes he'll just fight for the sake of fighting. But he gets stronger if you feed him, and he gets to 100%, then he gets a stat that then goes to you, which is really nice. And then look at that. I buy 9 of those, feeding my pet, and it costs me almost nothing. Making Masetta in this game is very tricky, but if you know how to do it, then it's not too bad. Also, I can't go to him right now. Going to this area, you get NPC characters that follow you everywhere and fight with you and can heal you and It's absolutely amazing. I love it. I love the extra help. Now to up my XP even more, because I like making the most out of these runs, I will pop a try boost and an XP and make sure those are absolutely maxed. And then I'll go fight. So then I level up quicker. Unfortunately, they had a 200% boost and then that didn't go. What the heck? Oh, okay. Oh well, didn't get a group. That's alright. You're gonna see my damage in just a second here. If I didn't get stopped right there. So yeah, as you can see, I'm hitting crits like crazy. 10,000. That's not even my strongest. Come on. Come here. No! Ah. Okay, I'll wait for it to stop because it's going to eventually. Wait for it. Wait for... Ah. Where is he? There he is. Alright. Come on. Boom! There you go. 194,000. That was not a crit, but that was still very high damage. And there you go. 2 hits and... yeah. So I'm a little on the strong side. I know I kind of started late, but at the same time, trust me, I hit very hard. Regardless, though, it's a very fun game, and if you get to a point where you're just, I'm telling you from first-hand experience, when you become first place in just about everything, it gets a little tedious. I won't lie. Most people always try to strive for that. Me, I don't mind a challenge in some aspects because otherwise I get very, very bored quick. The numbers I'm hitting right now, I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, although it's going to be sounding like that, but I hit harder than a lot of people. Everything that I've fought in a group, I've come first place in. And those red gems, a lot of people wish they could get those very easily, like I can. Unfortunately, it's a hassle to me. Because I have to then discover what's inside them and then sell them off. So I've given away 15 star weapons before. Because why not, right? If you're strong, you might as well help those who may not have the opportunity. I spent a lot of Meseta helping somebody who was still new to the game. She told me she was 2-3 weeks. And this isn't to brag or anything of the sort. I truly do enjoy helping others. So that's why, if anybody's wondering why I'm so broke, it's one of the reasons, but it's not the main reason. I kind of missed the event for fixing my gear for free, but as you can see, my rapid fire is pretty powerful. And I'm watching myself just on the screen as well. Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna see one of my strongest attacks. Wait for it. Let's see the numbers pop. There you go. Oh, hello. I got a thing of vortex here. I can suck them in, but they're kind of bosses, so I can't really grab them. But mini bosses I can grab. I can throw them into the vortex. Little mobs, little grunt mobs, I can throw into a vortex and make them all just like stuck there, and then I just blow them up with just straight up AoEs. Area of effect. World of Warcraft talk. Yes, I used to play that game too. So, yeah. another tip and trick for if you need to get to places really fast. No, this game does not have mounts. I'm sorry. But there are tricks around that. I will explain it in just a second here. Yeah, grinding is it's a pain. I hate grinding. But what I hate more is doing quests, because then you got to figure out where to go, and that just is a little much for me. But hey, isn't that what RPGs and RPG MMOs are all about? Mostly is grinding, like you said. So and trust me, I've grind and grind and grind. My bank, I'm trying to make another bow. I'm trying to make actually a stronger bow than the one I have, and it's time consuming. It's a lot of maths, and I've gotten the majority of them. All I'm missing is the key, and that key is a pain to get, and I'm hoping to get it before New Genesis comes out, but if I don't, it's whatever. When in doubt, go with the overwhelming firepower. Yeah, it's kind of where I went. You know, just hope for the best and obliterate. That's kind of, there's my model for you. Very quick, simple, easy method. Alright, so I'm going to try to multitask here. Talk and play. So another weapon you can use, if people are familiar with the game, is the gun blade. If you do one certain skill, you can fly across the map like you're Superman. For those who know the gun blade, I think you know what I'm talking about. It's a very basic move, but it works beautifully. And if you have, let's say you have a lot of mana, you don't ever have to land. There is one map in this game during the event that I literally fight in one area and then just kind of hover, fly to the next. It's kind of, I can't say it's cheap, but I can say that it's very helpful. So feels cheap, but you saw that move last time? Yeah, sorry for my past streams. I was really working on trying to get everything set up, and I figured out that my internet was the main issue. So after I upgraded that, things started to fall in place. When I had insomnia kick in at night, I'm just like, alright, what can I do with my time while I'm still awake? Because obviously sleeping is not going to be, you know, helpful at the moment, because again, insomnia. As people remember from my past streams, the insomnia hour. So hang on, I'll get there eventually. There we go. See, and then there's all this other stuff. There's a lot of stuff. I just don't care. I'm just here for the XP. You choose a different. The nice thing about this game is you can change the way your bow looks. You can change the color. I mean, this game is very cosmetic-y. Now, be aware that if you have children around, this game has a lot of cosmetics, and it may not always be child appropriate. So, if you have, you know, siblings, kids, whatever, just know that this game is very we'll call them anime moments and uh, skimpy clothing. So just heads up on that. And there's no censor either. I mean, so it's targeted towards, I guess, teens and adults, but at the same time, it's a lot of fun. So see everyone's little characters. Oh, yes, yes, let me grab it. Yes. So this game is very oriented towards teaming up with people. The more you team up with people, the more XP you get. You get an XP buff, and it's really worth it. It's a big boost in XP bonuses, so it's worth to team up with people. You don't have to say anything. You can even make clip arts that do emojis for you and say things for you. So kind of one-liners, or that's why my character is like, failure's not an option, don't be careless. Yeah. So for those who like to roleplay, here you go. I loved anime as a kid, so you know, judge me. It's okay. I don't mind. I'm past any type of drama at this point. There's enough in this world. And there's a big crystal by my head. Sweet! Also, you can set up your own room. Put a lot of furniture and bizarre looking things in there. Or whatever you want. You can customize your own theme. So yeah, the cosmetics are some of the reasons why people play this game. Literally, could be the only reason. I've heard from some it's literally their only reason for playing this game. Alright, I'm partied with people, so I'm just waiting. If you enjoy looking pretty, looking sexy, looking slick, sleek, heck, naughty, it's got it all. So again, probably you be the best judgment of character when it comes to if you want your siblings or pretty much children to see it. So I'm not going to tell anybody what to do there. Just it's your judgment. Alright, so here's my katana. This is my weapon skin. See it? Isn't that pretty? But I moved too fast for you to even see the weapon. I caught it before though. It's pretty interesting. Flashy camos. It's camo is what they call the weapon skins. Wait, am I? Oh, I am. Oh, I didn't set it up though. Shoot. Okay. Well, I could have showed you the different moves with the katana, but I didn't set up the moves, so all you'd be seeing is kind of the same move. This is the same move. So let me change up the moves here. There's that. Ooh, that hit nice. That one hit really nice as well. So you get charged up abilities. That's a big energy ball that goes through everything, literally. May not kill it, but does a decent damage. You pretty much can have 6 abilities equipped. By holding shift, you switch to your second group of abilities. My aim is a little off right now. There we go. And that's my basic firing right there to raise my mana at the bottom gauge, as you can see. And there we go. Yeah, don't tell your wife. Alright, I will not. But the community is very friendly here. I have not run into many toxic people. There are spammers for selling Maseta and items, I guess. Just like any MMORPG. But it's really well monitored. So once you report it, within the next time you go back to the area, they're gone. The other thing is, even if you don't report it, they're pretty much still gone. Somebody will report it. And it's not like they take up the entire game. Yeah, it does get annoying seeing it fill up your screen, but you can walk up to them, hit block, and you never see their chat again. It's beautiful. And then wait about 2 minutes or less, and they'll disappear eventually. Usually they're gone within the next time I go to their area. So. Treadhead, yes there is. No, there's more cosmetics for women than there are men, but the choices for men aren't bad. As soon as I saw this outfit, I'm like, this works perfect with my name, so I went with it. Almost looks like the Bleach garments that they wore. So, close enough. So, the other thing, if you have a favorite character that's in anime or a movie character, you can make... I've seen John Wick, I've seen... what is this? Tony Stark. I've seen a bunch of different people. I've seen Megatron. So, however you want to design them, whatever. The customization is endless. There's so much. There's innerwear, outerwear. So... yeah. This is probably why they don't give great items, is because they're just kind of easy to kill. Okay, understatement. Very easy to kill. So, now with this being all said, I did work on my character a lot. I did invest a lot of time to understanding as much as possible within those 3 weeks. So for someone to be this as strong as I am right now, know that if you're willing to invest the time, then you will, no question in my mind, be very strong. If you're not able to or you don't want to, then that's okay. There's no need to boost yourself to the extent that I did. Just have fun with the game. Try out the different characters, try out the different customizations, try out the different outfits. Whatever you're into, do it. Have fun with it. That's what gaming's about. Interact with the community if you want, or if you don't want. I like to sometimes keep to myself, just play. But if somebody asks me for help, or somebody, wants to party up with me, okay. It's harmless. I don't need to really talk that much. I can just party up and, hey, use my XP. I'll do the same. We're partied, we got XP boost. Sweet. Then that's kind of what these groups are. I just kind of party up and that's it. I don't speak much. If it's a really long fight, then I'm just like, good game, or you know, some kind of words of motivation. Last minute to before we're about to lose everything that we worked so hard on, then I'll be like, all right, guys, time to push. Use every ability you have. But really, there's no leader. And if somebody gave an order, I would follow it as well. Just all here to obtain the same thing. Gear and gear. I can't even see my character. I'm so bombarded with these things. Okay, here we go. I want this to be epic. Here we go. The damage. Oof. 59,000. Wow. Is that 59 or was that 500? No. Okay, that was 59,000, I think. Maybe more. I don't know. Happened so fast. Eh. So I've run into a little bit of toxicity, but it's really not that bad. So I just made a kind of a quick reminder to tell people, you know, relax, it's a game. Some people got really jealous and toxic towards me because I won a lot of items, but the thing is, the loot is bound to that character, so it's bound to the player, so it's not, I'm not taking loot away from anybody else. I might be taking first place from other people in damage, but in terms of loot, it's distributed based off how much damage you do. So, I mean, you're welcome to up your damage. I don't care. By all means, take first place. I just play. I just have fun. It's not looking to be the best. I don't have the best gear in the game. I did, yeah. A lot of it was it was a lot of building, but also knowing how to build, what to build. You have to really invest time, because if you mess up, that's a lot of meseta, and that's kind of tricky to get, very tricky. I'm sorry, it's kind of the same ability over and over right now, but it's the one I have to hit them all at the moment. Oh, those are some pretty numbers. And I'm trying to do these as many times as possible, as fast as possible, because there is a time limit. So I'm just trying to fit all these in as fast as possible. The more we spam, the more XP. So. Oh. Yeah. Pardon me. Nose tingly. Alright. So, let's see. Anyone have any questions, concerns, opinions, facts? I'm down for Q&A. Or enjoy the gameplay. Oh. Again, I'm going to try to be more active. I know I kept saying it. I've been busy. Life. And my life kind of, as I stated in the past, changed a little more than expected for me. So I will be on here probably a little bit more than usual. Okay, a lot more, but still.
Emergency.
Alright. Also, when one of my friends are free, gonna try to play. I keep saying fear phobia, but it's not fear. It's plasmaphobia. Plasmaphobia, which is fear. You're pretty much a ghost hunter in that game, and you talk in your mic, and creatures respond. Either very well, or will come straight at you, and they're really creepy looking, and they sound creepy, and yeah. And then when they attack, it's absolutely terrifying. So, I'll be playing that at some point as well. You can find it on Steam. It's called Plasmaphobia. And yeah, so my inventory gets very full. And this is just the run-throughs. Usually it gets even more full than this. I mean, look at this. Look how much room I have left. I don't have room. I bought some room. I bought bag space, but still, it doesn't even matter. I just fill up everything. So I have to go through it all and sort it. That's the worst part. So, if you plan on becoming strong and powerful, just know, when you are a pack rat like me, there's a lot of sorting. I've thrown out probably 200, maybe 15-star weapons. There were, I got them in very hard modes and didn't have the actual physical space, and I wasn't near my little machine thing to organize my inventory, so I had to leave it behind. Life. Got it once, doesn't mean I can't get it again, so. Here we go. New second part of this. Nope. Okay, so we're still here. It's because we got in just in time before the second part started. So, gonna blow through this and then go to the second part of the quest. Or the urgent. They call these urgent quests, which are pretty much like raids, group raids, to an extent. I'm literally just holding down one button. Oh, I keep messing where the cam is. Okay, see? Everyone see that? Just one button I'm literally just holding. Now I'm hitting some others, but there you go. Next. Alright, let's move on to the next area. Well, I'm not leader, so they gotta do it. Oh, okay, so now, oh, they just started. I don't care. That one I don't care. If I'm not looting, then by all means start anything. Doubt I'm gonna need these, but why not? Better safe than sorry. Also, resing teammates is kind of important as well. Another thing about this game, two other things that I wish I knew when starting this game. One, when people sell things at the so-called their version of the auction house, aka shop, everything is sold in increments of one. So if something costs 1,000,000 meseta and there's like 50 in a stack or whatever, you see 50 of them stacked up, just remember that one. I can't believe I did this, but that 1,000,000 does not give you that entire stack. That 1,000,000 gives you per item that's stacked. So please don't do what I did and waste meseta like that. That was, I wish I knew, but that hurt. That hurt my bank, especially because I worked so hard to earn all that meseta when I was still figuring out how to make meseta. But it's alright. Now I know what to do with all the gear that I get mostly. And I know what kind of gear is important to people as well. So I know what to sell and what not to sell and what to vendor. And it all works out at the end. It's beautiful. Oh yeah, and there's this big guy in front of us. Oh, I'm going to taunt him. You get hit by that, that's a one-hit KO. So, yeah. Or you get severely damaged. It depends on your health. I don't know, I'm a risk taker. Literally sometimes, like this guy. Okay, it wasn't that punny, was it? Alright, Treadhead. Thank you. Can't wait to see you back here and can't wait to see your content uploaded again. You have a wonderful day, my friend. Oof. If you ever need help in the game, please let me know. Anyone, for that matter. And there's the cutscene. Very cinematic. Take care. Thank you for coming. Wow, I really like this quality. Alrighty. And so there's that. Yeah, who wants it? I don't care. Got enough stuff. Enough stuff in my inventory. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys the storage again. There's the rarities. There's the fixes. Yada yada. Now, I finally understood the difference between upgrading and the fixes and all that jazz. Took me forever, but I got it. I finally understood it. Got some interesting eggs here. Let's see. So yeah, there. Oh yeah, there's also professions, kind of making your own gear, mining different elements for your rings, so you can up the stats on your rings. Um, these are the different abilities that I put into my gear. I love that one. I want to put that one in at some point. Yeah, that kind of hurts. But honestly, I would do it all over again. For the person I helped, I don't care. I'm strong enough. These different keys send me to different places where I can make a lot of XP and get even more items. So, lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. And then here's all the stuff that you can put into your own room when you register your own room. You got a bunch of different items. I threw a bunch in one of my friend's little places, and actually I can't say it was little, it was pretty big, and there was a lot of wonderful stuff in there. So I have a lot of stuff. But again, it's okay, so here's different cosmetics you can have. As you look over to the right, you can see what they do. Okay. Some are very bizarre, some are very interesting, like that one. Sure. I guess if you like fish. But yeah, there's a lot of cosmetics. And these all happen to be on the head at the moment. Those are weapons. So I have a lot of mats for crafting different weapons. And then I have a lot of badges, whatnot. I used to have 1,000 of each. That was interesting. But enough about me, not here to brag. So, back to the basics. This is key. If you play this game and you want to be able to sell things on the so-called shop, aka your auction house, you have to remember your second password, your PIN number. Now, I thought I was going to I'm going to give you a tip that really got me, because I thought these numbers were going to stay exactly the way they were. I didn't know they shuffled around every time you go to this into wanting to sell something to other players. So I came up with the password, and I didn't think about the numbers. I thought of a pattern, which I'm not obviously going to show you, but let's just say it was 2, 4, 1, 5, 9, whatever. And no, it's not. But I went with just literally a pattern in my head, and it was not, I didn't think numbers. Well, guess what? Every time you log in, the numbers switch. So you will never remember your password if you do it that way. You are SOL, my friend. And on the forums, a lot of people complained. Like, I won't even go into it in terms of, it was pretty rough. However, it worked for me. Hey kid! It worked for me. So again, treating people with respect goes a long ways. I contacted the GMs. They got back to me and they said, we're sorry for your inconvenience. we've reset your password. You're welcome to make a new one. Yes! And on the ones with the forums, I just saw nonstop complaining and them hating on them, and I'm like, ugh, that's rough. But again, would you want to help somebody ever in your life if somebody is just straight up rude, obnoxious, and constantly bashing on you? Or would you want to help the person who's pleasant and relaxed and, you know, shows you the respect that honestly you deserve, because they put a lot of hard work, and creating this kind of content is not easy. And yes, there's other games out there, but as I tell people, well, I don't tell them, I suggest to them, there's other games. Go to those games. If you don't, you know, there's always a place you could be toxic, whether it be real life or here. Choice is yours. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Just know that kindness gets you a long ways versus being a little more difficult. So, anyways, me, I got my password reset. Life is great. Alright, so personal shop. Oh, right, yes. Gotta now type in my password. And there we go. So as you can see, this is one item I bought. Oh, that was interesting. Recycle badges. Huh. So see how it says 2 for 1 million? Well, guess what? You're not getting 2 for 1 million. You're getting 1 for 1 million. I could go down to where it's like 12 million. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I suggest always going with the first one because that's the cheapest. You go down further, you're not getting a better deal. So it looks like you are, but you're not. You get 10 for 12 million. Okay, well that's not a better deal. Here's one. 2,625,000. You get 100 badges, right? No, you don't. You spend more than you would spend here for just one of those badges. So why pay more or spend more for the same item that you're still only going to get one? Doesn't, yeah. So heads up on that. Don't get fooled by that kind of stuff. How do I put it? It's not worth it. Now, you can also search items if you know the specific name, whatever you want to search. If you don't know the name, or if you just want to browse, you can go to weapons, you can go to subcategories, and instead of going over here, what you can search, let's try it. Camo. Probably is not going to find anything though. May, but let's see. Yeah, sometimes if you search over here, it'll have the item over here that you can then just look into. If it doesn't, then I guess you could type in whatever you're looking for or browse. So if I go weapons, keep it very simple. You can go in detail unless you know specifically what you're looking for or the categories. I wouldn't suggest messing around with all this. Hit search. There's your weapons by price. And the further you go, the more expensive they go. So I wouldn't suggest going this far across, because unless you're just looking at items, that's fine. But in terms of you buying one, you may be paying a lot more than somebody is selling it. Than somebody else selling it for like way cheaper. So little window shopping is good for the soul. Okay, so let's say I want it in this item. Okay, whatever. Now it shows me the private shop of the person and all the stuff they're selling. So here's some other stuff people may not know. This gem right here, people want that. It's more than just game currency. It's stuff that you could purchase with actual real money. But why do that if it's given to you for free? So basically, if you see one of these, either just grab it. So you right click it, go down, there's an option, pick off the item, and then resell whatever if you don't want it, which is the costume. But if there's a gauge, that means you have to wear that costume until you can get the gem. But if you fill up that bar, you'll have the gem. So, nice. And there's that Rappy costume. So yeah, a lot of different cosmetics, a lot of different... I won't go into augments and affixing things, because that gets really into some detail and depth, and I'm just happy with my bow the way it is. That was a lot of Meseta I used on that, and passes and whatnot. So, was it worth it? Especially with the new content coming out? To me, it was. It made me more powerful and made me be able to blow through things quicker. And if I want cosmetics, then I'll have the Meseta and I'll have the items I want to either craft it or obtain it. So, there's that. Okay, so as you can see, there's the different categories. Oh yes, this is one of the new ones. Rainbow. Oh wow, this person got a crazy ton of rainbow blades. Holy cow. I have a feeling they were really rich and they bought them all out for cheaper in the auction. Is there going to be another page? Or wait, hang on, I'm confused. Is this all one seller? No, okay, I was about to say. Alright, no, these are different sellers that all have obtained the rainbow blade. Okay, I was about to say, why do they have all different prices? But yeah, there's the little art that people can make and trying to help promote, sell your stuff. And this one right here is my favorite. I like that one a lot. That's the one I use. I don't bother with that kind of clip art stuff. For now, I'm just waiting for the new content. I got my mind on other things. As you can see, still my Meseta is really lacking here. That's okay. Life. So, if you have friends, you can check out their shops. I suggest you get some friends if you don't have any. It's kind of a nice bonus to have company. So, wonder how my friend was doing now. I do my best to help my friends out. Try to buy a couple things from them, depending. But yeah, there's that. Okay, so okay, a few more things that I'm gonna go over real quick. Well, thank you very much, Henked. Alright, so these are your daily activities. Few people do not know about this, which is interesting. Although I didn't know either. When you do your missions, over here, when you pick up your quest and you complete your missions under recommended, or anything with a mark next to it, expeditions, those little things, you get rewarded. And people don't know that, some people don't know, new players like me didn't know that if you click on this little globe icon here, which you hit escape first to pop over, and I'm sorry my screen isn't showing that too well, but there's this little earth symbol down here, or world, globe. You click it, you go to Arc missions. There's your main missions, your daily missions, your weeklies, yada yada yada. And if you click them, it pops up what you have to do. And then you just, after you complete it, hit receive rewards. I had no idea for the longest time until one day I'm like, let's check out what all of these icons do. And I clicked it and I'm like, oh, free stuff? Boom! Woo! Massive amounts of XP and items, and I'm like, dude, I can't even fit half of this stuff in my bank anymore. So off it went to be disposed of for Meseta. Very low Meseta. I vendored like half of it. But I knew what to vendor and what not to. I didn't, well, some things were kind of important that I did vendor. Whoops. But that goes with being a new player. Quest info. So, accept a quest, yada yada. If you really care about how you did in your previous quest, to, you know, see how you did against whoever or whatever. There you go. And there it tells you Meseta, what XP earned, yada yada. Alright, so again, when I was checking all these different tabs out, if you go over here to the left, how in the world did I discover this? This was kind of awkward. If you go to the far left, it's kind of hard to see on my screen at the moment. I gotta make that, let's see, you know what, let's see if I can, I don't think I'm going to be able to. Well, hang on, give me a sec here folks. I'm gonna see if I can adjust my screen so if it will allow me. Look at that, there we go. Alright, I'm becoming tech savvy. Okay, so now everyone can see what I'm talking about. Alright, so there's the globe over here on the right. There's your gear for your chat options and whatnot, and your symbol art that you see the little pictures displayed when people talk. Here's your character info. My range power is absolutely insane. There's the different boosts and how long each one's gonna last, and yeah, they got a while. I'm happy. So if anybody wants to copy my boost, feel free. Those were my classes, my build. Okay, so two more things I'm going to go over well quickly. If you look down here, did it not pop up? What happened? Okay, there it is. So bottom left, how you know I've had too much time on my hand. Look at that. See that thing? What the heck is an eyeball doing in that little pouch? I didn't notice it at first. I don't think anybody really pays attention, but I sometimes have an over attention to detail, and yeah, there's an eyeball in the inventory, which was kind of creepy. I kind of was like, what the heck is that then? And then I realized it was an eyeball. So yeah, enjoy your eyeball in a pouch. Kind of like a ball in the cup. Oh. Okay, so back to giving helpful information. Your different professions, aka harvesting 100, cool. There is also a gauge, so if you go over the limit, you can spin those little diamond things I showed you to increase your gauge so you can farm more for rare items that can only be obtained through harvesting or through the personal shop. And let me tell you, it's a pain. When you run out of energy, it's a pain, especially if you're trying to build your rings up. So you go to your armor, and there's your rings, so to speak. But you have to build them, so you got to get the mats. There's no way around it, unless you have the Meseta and you want to go to the personal shop and just buy them, which I promise you they're very expensive. Especially when you're low on Meseta in the first place and don't know how to make Meseta. So here are the sub palettes. Now another thing that was very tricky for people was, how do I get my photons to work? Well, first of all, you need to do the quest. And this person right here will have a quest for you. Eventually. May take a little bit, but they'll have a quest. And you do the quest. You learn how to use photons. And then comes the next tricky part, because I didn't understand this. I watch other YouTubers as well. I still didn't understand it. So I just spent 45 minutes literally just messing around with things. I saw the sub palette, and you click actually on your equipment. Click on your weapon that you want to use. Boom. Next to it are your skills. Click it, and oof, look at that. Massive amount of skills that you can use. Now, you can't use them all. These you're not going to be able to use until you're higher level. And then once you are able to use them, if you cross class, you won't be able to use these skills. So some of these are actually very interesting. They turn you into like a battle mage slash gunner or fighter or whatever you are.
We successfully routed Dark Halls. We
Cool.
are grateful for your support, Arxox.
Welcomes. Okay, so for example, everybody loves to heal themselves. Here's one, Resta. You get to heal yourself. If you cross class, you don't. But you do get a ability that will allow you to use items freely. Your mag will use it when you're at a certain percentage of low health. So that's very important. I didn't know that all this time. I've been trying, well, when I first started off and for about the first 2 weeks, even though I've been playing only about just about 3 weeks. So for those 2 weeks, I suffered badly. I would always have to hit escape, go to my items, click my, which is way over here on the right, then click this, then click that, and try to heal, which then obviously I'm not fighting anymore, and I'm lacking, and I'm way behind, and I'm not doing anybody any favors, nor myself. So again, when you get to your skill tree, there will be something called use what is this thing called? Basically, it's use your health potions, and there you go. You just, so different ones restore different amounts. The stars matter because that's how much health you're gonna get back, in a sense. So if you use Monomate, it's going to restore a little bit of your health. Also depends on your health gauge. If your health gauge is very low because you're low level, this will restore you to full health. But you get the idea. There's XP boost, try boost, which up your XP, your drop rate, yada yada yada. You got these tickets. Okay, so let's see. I'm not going to get anything now because I've already typed it. But if you type this code, Lester Style, in any chat, this is how you change your chats. Area, party, alliance, whisper. Somebody whispers you, you can whisper them back. Now, if you don't see your whispers or whatnot, just go down here and then click that, so you can see your whispers or party chat or whatnot. There's two different categories, so you can see what's going on in the world and then have somebody whisper you, or you want to whisper them and still read. So yeah, it's a little much, but hey, it works. So if you type in Lester Style in all caps like that, there'll be something in your box over here for you to retrieve, and that will be items to help boost your XP. And then there's this right here. Down here you put in, if you get a code from the gamers or the GMs or developers, you put in the code right there, you hit send, and boom, you get items. They give away a lot of free stuff, and it's awesome. So this is pretty self-explanatory. Crafting, if you're looking to get something crafted or want something, or you can check your ranking, latest ranking. Sure, why not? Let's see. Interrupt ranking history. Nope. Currently in progress. Oh, cool. Rare containers opened. Okay. So I'm in second place. Wow. That's nuts. I've opened a lot of rare containers then, I guess. Alrighty. Sweet. So yeah, there's weekly competitions as well. So one time I got like 50 badges. I had no clue what the heck I did, but I read it and it said, you have won the competition and so, and I'm like, okay. I also have actually something to upgrade my bow even further that most people don't have from competition, so that was really nice. I haven't used it yet because I'm saving it for the bow I'm making. So hopefully that will be some point soon. That'll be finished. So previous ranking, visitor ranking. Sorry, folks. I'm just kind of curious. Personal quarters. What? Oh, that's harsh. Oh, okay. So the ranking's over on this side. So wait, what was my ranking then? Maybe I jumped the gun too soon. Let's see. Oh, okay. So nope, I'm not ranked. I'm over here. 1986. Wow. Okay, so no, I am horribly low. Wait, I'm confused. Is higher ranking good or lower ranking? I remember coming second or first place in the past, but I don't know. I'm really confused right now. It's okay. Life. Alright, so Alliance, I already know I'm going to be ranked very low because I'm the only one in my Alliance. So yeah, so you can check all that. Receive campaign items account. That's where you, after you put in a code or you're given a code and you receive items from the devs, they will put it right in that area right there. So there's that. Is there anything else I want to go over? Okay, so if you have any questions, you can always refer to the handbook. And there you, lots of stuff, more stuff. How to get XP, logging in rewards every day, how to boost your XP. Very informative. Well, yeah, I say use that. Go to this girl right here. So you're gonna start off the game when you get through all the tutorial stuff right here. My suggestion, run to her. I never did, but I'm sure she will teach you a lot, and I'm sure if I clicked all these and read through them, I would get more stuff. Just not interested at the moment. Private lessons, huh? Okay. Oh. Wait. Huh? Oh, I never knew this. Okay, so she gives you... Are they daily questions? So she's gonna reward you if you get the answers right. Well, that kind of sucks because I didn't read any of that. Okay, hopefully if I get them right, you guys can use this to help you, Oh my gosh, okay. Well, I just remember the storyline, so... Okay, battle tactics, okay, weapon-specific photon-dependent battle tactics. Most people just call them special moves. What are they called? Gee, I think it's a gear system. Photon Arts. Okay, so I'm 2 out of 3 right now. Okay, some abilities change photons into elements, similar to what you imagine as magic. What are they called? Techniques. These abilities evolve photon energy to create flames, ice, or other elements which are used to attack enemies. Sweet, I didn't even know she gave me... That's awesome! So yeah, go talk to her. Who knew? Alright, wish I talked to her sooner. I wonder, did I get a title for what, like doing that correctly? No.
Thank you very much.
Well, that sucks. Well, I got free items. That works. Wait, you got more? Ooh. Yeah, she's daily. Okay. Let's go for 4. Alright, let's see. Let's test my knowledge. Oh gosh, the races. Nope, I have no clue about races. Oh gosh. What did she say? Hang on. Oh, I was just about to read it off my stream because it's delayed a second. Hankib, what do you think? I'm confused. Let's go with Doom. Yeah, that's a wrap. Okay. Cast. Oh, okay, I'm done. I don't know these questions. That's pretty apparent. Alright, we're gonna go with cast again. Alright, that works. That sounds painful, replacing your tissue with machinery. Oh, okay. This is definitely cat. No? Challenge myself as many times as I like. Okay, we're gonna do that again then. Alright. Oh, that's easy. No, psh, Jesus, really? Okay, we're gonna mess this all up again real quick here. It was human, I knew that. Humans are considered the ones to be in between. So I guess it's the same questions over and over. Interesting. Alright. Yep, there we go. Alright, despite physical. Newman. Yay, okay. Well, that concludes the stream, guys. I gotta grab my dinner. I'll catch you in a sec. I'll actually catch you later. Let's go.